Hi everybody, it's me Tracy and I'm here with another week of kids book reviews, and this week's book, Mallory Brown at Super Funtown, comes from an author named David Disspain, and he is an author and creator of sci-fi, superhero, and kung fu fairy tales. He comes from Washington, D.C. He was originally from Phoenix, Arizona, and now lives in D.C. So he's created many stories and has written several graphic novel anthologies, including Harbinger, Inside the Pages of Twist in the Night, a horror anthology by Torn Comics, and The Unusual Labor of Gus McCrae. So he is now working on many children's books, and I'm really excited to be sharing this one with you guys. This is a very, very cool story. The rhyming scheme is really special, and every single page is really, really well illustrated and very well written. So there's this place called Super Funtown, and it is this beautiful, beautiful theme park. There's fireworks, there's aliens, there's wizards, there's knights, I mean, everything you can think of in your mind that's magical is in this Super Funtown. So this main character, Mallory Brown, she's really wanting to live there. She wants not only to go there, but she wants to live there. And so she goes and visits, and she schemes up a plan to stay the night in the park when she's not supposed to, and she drags her parents into it, and so they end up staying the night, and all of a sudden they get caught. And when they get caught, it kind of unravels this plot of who's really running the park. So there's an evil queen, and she's controlling every single pawn in the park. So there's every single knight is under her control, and all these people who seem very happy and very delighted to be in Super Funtown, they're actually under her control and under her spell, and they're not happy at all. And this kind of parallels in my mind, I don't know if the author meant to do this or not, but with social media, I think we see a lot of people who post videos of perfect lives and perfect bodies and perfect this and that, and when actually we're just getting little glimpses of this perfect world. And I think that the author really did a good job with showing that things aren't always what they seem, and the true values of family. Her family actually gets captured, and so her vision shifts from being obsessed with living in Super Funtown to rescuing her parents and rescuing all these different characters that are in the book. So she goes on this voyage to, you know, free the Swami and free the knights and free all these people that are trapped. And I like that here she's seeking knowledge, and so his depiction of knowledge is power is really strong, and so she actually confronts the queen and gets her to talk about you know, why she has chosen to live the life that she has. She gets her to confess to the town that she has been putting everyone under a magical spell and controlling them. And so then at the end, she ends up freeing all these different characters. The wizard frees her. They go on to confront the queen, and at the end, here she is with the queen, and the queen actually gets caught and in a jail cell. And I like at the very end, probably my favorite part of the whole book, and here she is trying to escape via balloon ride, which I think is really clever. At the end, she's in jail with the queen, and she's serving her time for, you know, she knows she did wrong by staying in the park overnight when she wasn't supposed to. But instead of sitting there and being mean to the queen, who has obviously been cruel and done wrong, she gets to know her and forgives her for her mean ways and understands why she did what she did. This whole page here is filled with beautiful words that talk about how she taunted people, she teased people, she did whatever she wanted, she didn't care about her parents, she abandoned people to rise to power, and she got this disguise more or less so that she could become this queen of this, you know, fake town. And it's actually kind of sad, you know, that she did this, but how many people out there have been mean to others or have done that in their regular lives just to have temporary joy or power or whatever. So I think it's a really special book. The lessons here are incredible, and I think I really I really connected with the lessons themselves, but I think just the story and the pictures and the rhyming is so lighthearted and so beautifully written that you could read this story over and over to your kids, and they might connect with one lesson or two, or they might not at all. They might just really like the pictures and the rhyming. But the story itself is something that I think you could read and share with your kids over and over again, and they would just be delighted by it. So I highly recommend this story. I will be posting a link to this book on my website, as well as a link to David's website and where to find more of his work. So thank you again for joining me for another week of Kids Book Reviews, and have a good weekend. Bye!